Please be Miku, please be Miku, please be Miku, please be Miku, please be Miku. What is your favorite eye color? Typically when it comes to waifus, I usually go for blue eyes. But I have been known to like brown from time to time. Oh my god. Miku's got blue eyes, so I have to go for that. Sky blue. Someone was bullying you for years, but one day they confessed their love to you. What do you do? Cry and smack them. Grab their face and kiss them. I kinda like them too. Oh, that's a really forceful but sweet way of going about it. I'm weird. Never fall in love with me. Say humph and turn my head away. No, no, that is not the way to end that. That is not what the good book says. Tell them how much I despise them. It's my ultimate payback. Oh, God, I can't do it. You know, at first I think I'd assume that they were trying to trick me, right? It's not, it wouldn't be too off the mark to assume this was just another way for them to bully me. But then there's the possibility that could be true. You know what? My rhetoric is that it's only impossible if you stop to think about it. So I would... I don't know if I have the confidence for this option. Grab their face and kiss them, because I like them too. However, that would be my best opportunity. When else am I going to get the chance to just come here? Because in all fairness, they confessed to me first. they have been the one to have constantly bullied me before they said I like you, and then I'd be like, come here. But the thing is, these other options are so negative. Like, the only one that would be feasible would be blush and brush it off, but I wouldn't just leave. I wouldn't say nothing. So maybe I'd, like, grab their face and mime it, because there is no nicer option. And this is a very weird line of nice. I'm picking this one. Your mom one day tells you she doesn't trust the person you're dating and starts crying. What do you do? Shut up, Mom. Invite the person I'm dating over so we could talk it over. Well, that's a nice way of going about it. Tell her to back off. I've never listened to her anyway, now have I? I've never listened to her anyway, now have I? It's not a phase, Mom. I'm into 2D girls. Stare in confusion. I feel like that's what she'd be doing. I'm the one taking an anime Valentines quiz. She should be the one questioning me. Love you, Mom. Call up the person I'm dating and break it off. Mom's always right. I mean, if I was a big mom guy. Alright, this is coming out, oh no. If I was more of a MILF guy, but not into my own mom, I would probably agree that moms are always right. But this would also be somebody that I am dating, and I cherish them. I cherish my mom, but this I imagine goes beyond the familial coil that is between me and my mother. This is found love. This is cosmic, our souls have a reason for meeting each other kind of thing. Not just because I was born into it, but because I was born to meet her. I am a hopeless romantic. Stare in confusion, tell her to back off. I don't know if I'd tell my mom to back off. I'd probably just... we'll go democratic. I'll invite the person over and we'll talk it over. Where do you go on your first date? Ooh. I always had an idea for a date. I would take her to my childhood nostalgic location, and it would be the best day ever. Go to the movies. It seems kind of typical, but I don't want to go for the typical thing. I'd maybe do that on the second or third, but I want to make it something memorable. Restaurant. I guess I could choose the restaurant. That's what it is. I can make it special by choosing something, the last thing that she could possibly expect. Stay home, watch anime with them. That would be ideal. My ideal partner is somebody who is into anime, because that's like some common ground where we can go back and forth, and then occasionally fight, because I still think that a relationship where you're mentally tussling with each other is the most ideal one. Kind of like with tsunderes. But yeah, no, that has to be a given. There has to be that kind of common ground. Or at the very least, she's had to at least heard of it, so that way I can get her to watch a couple of shows. Skateboard park. I am not the finest, most balanced, well-coordinated individual on the planet. a skateboard park, if nothing else, will be the ultimate test. If she can watch me wipe out and scrape my knees and pancake my face onto the pavement below, and she still wants to go out with me, that would be how I know she is the one. But if I were to be realistic, I'd pick a restaurant, and it would be just the weirdest restaurant that she could ever expect. And if she's still willing to be with me after going to a place like... then I will know that she is the proper Valentine. Would you hide things from the person you are dating? Oh, absolutely. Now, mostly an open book, but there are some things that you gotta keep to yourself. There is no universe where you have to share absolutely everything. Now, if you can, great. But for this example, I always go back to an episode of Johnny Test. This was like way back, maybe a decade ago, where there was an episode where they're trying to set up one of the supervillains of the show with a date, so that way he'd be less villainous. And the first thing he does is he walks up to a girl and says like, "Hi, I spent years for torturing this town," and then he immediately gets tased. There are things that you do not unload on the first date. Chief among those being that you are a devout anime fan. So, if there is a way of going about it, I believe it is slowly revealing all of this after you've ensnared them. At the very least, you can keep it interesting too. So imagine a scenario where, like, your partner doesn't know everything about you. There's a bit of mystery to that, right? My friend and I always do this thing back and forth, where I guess it's usually one-sided, where he has a secret, I want him to spill the beans, and he's like, "I'll tell you when you're older." God, if any words stirred PTSD in me, it would be those words. But yeah, there's always a fun little secret every now and then. It doesn't necessarily have to be embarrassing. It could just be something that drives one or the other nuts because we just refuse to tell the other about it. And that's what makes it interesting. So yes, I would hide things. How shy are you around your crush? Ooh. Very. Okay. It depends on the day. On some days, I can be super shy. And on others, I can be very extroverted and you can't even tell. So, with people that I have liked in the past, there have been days where I have been able to hit it off with them perfectly, and it's just been the most amazing day. And then for some reason, on other days, things just completely shut off. And my brain can't function the same way that it did before. And what used to be, like, say, a really good first impression now becomes a nervous wreck. And I still need to discover how to fix that, how to stop that with myself, because I need to show that I need to show that I'm a person, right? So, of course, I am shy, I am nervous. But I also need to figure out how to turn that off around people that I've known for, like, a bit of time. Because after the first impression, I want to continue that ball. I want to keep it rolling, right? I don't want to look like I've completely fumbled after the first impression because it looks like I've just rehearsed for the first impression. No, I want to show them that the real me is somebody who is confident depending on the subject. Maybe a little bit shy every now and then, but I'm telling you, it just gets in the way sometimes. I'm gonna give it the average, what I assume will be the average 6. Because it really depends on the day. Uma. I have no idea wait a minute. Am I able to pick a girl? Is this only for guys? Okay, this is one of those quizzes that will only set me up with a guy. Oh my god, okay, yeah, and in hindsight I probably should have, like, piloted this and tested it beforehand, but no, then I removed the idea of getting reactions and, like, the most raw faces that I make out of this. Screw it, I'm putting fate in my own hands. Oh my gosh, I got Miku! Wow, what a coinky dink! All I did was pick the answers that were perfect for me. Who would have thought that she'd be the one at the end of the tunnel of love? Oh my
I am completely taken aback. This is too incredible for words. Thank you, Anime Quiz. You've given me everything that I have ever could have wanted. Well, that just about does it. You guys have a excellent, love-filled Valentine's Day. Even if it's self-love, I'm going to a mall myself to sit in a massage chair for an hour. There ain't no better self-love than that. But beyond that, you guys just stay tuned for future videos along the way. I have a whole bunch of stuff that is coming out now because projects are nearing completion, which feels so good. But otherwise, that's all I got for you. Sayonara, suckers. That's so unrealistic. I can't just grab somebody's face and just go, "Come here."